Live stream active.
Morning, everyone. How are we doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. I'm hoping the Wi-Fi is going to hold up today, and you'll get quite a good experience of the stream in the workshop. I'm just doing some work on the recumbent today. I've changed one of the tyres already, but we are live, so you have to let me know if we're working or not. I'll get this up here, and then hopefully the TTS will work. And
Katia Sauer says hi, you're all.
hello, Katie. Welcome in. Just taking some of the tyres off this thing. So these were the tyres that were on the recumbent, and they're not any kind of really good make. I don't know if you can see that. They're 1.5, 20 by 1.5s. They had this in them. Look at that. This is like the most bulletproof stuff I've ever seen. But that's because they're shit tyres. So, but I'm glad I took them off, because this inner tube had a knot in it. Whoever put the tube in, where is it? There we go, look at that. The inner tube was knotted, it was kind of like that. So it had been blown up, but it was rubbing against itself, so it's actually kind of wearing through, and there would have been a hole appearing. There was actually nearly a hole. So I'm glad I've changed that. So now for this wheel, we're just gonna... These are the tyres I originally bought for the trailer I was building. Have you been out? You been out today yet, mate? Katie? I'm hopefully gonna do some work on this, and I might get some miles in. We'll get the new tyres on it, and then what I like about working on this is I can physically get it on some axle stands. So I've got it standing on axle stands at the moment. Oh God, have we managed to get that off? These rims are quite big. So the BMX rims I had, the tyre, it was really, really easy to get the tyre off.
Katia Sauer says I haven't been out today, but yesterday I went to the pub.
Oh, cool. Oh, this one's full of water. This wheel's full of water. You went to the pub. That's always a great start. Okay. This is the best bit. The other wheel has only got half protection, so he's only put protection in half of the tyre. That's got to be the great. We need to clip this, right? I'll get the tyre and we'll do a clip. Morning, hold on. Let me hold this up and we'll do a clip. I'll get you guys to do a clip. This has got to be the best thing ever. I'm just changing the tyres over, but yeah, what I've just found is quite funny. So I've taken the tyres off the recumbent off the front. So yeah, we'll make a clip of this. We'll let this roll, and then hi everyone. So on today's In the Workshop, working on the bike or the tricycle or recumbent, we have some protective stuff in one of the tyres, and this is the best bit. We take the other tyre off, and we've only got half the tyre protected. So obviously you can only run on this bit. You don't want to be working on that bit because you might get a puncture. That's just brilliant.
Katia Sauer says they cheaped out.
Yeah, I don't know if it'll clip that. Cheaped out? I think it's an understatement, Katie. I just want to check everything's all right on it. So we got a bit of resistance, but I've originally bought these tyres. These are XLC Street X. They've got a reflective thing on them. I bought these for the trailer, but they've got I've got slime tubes in it. So I'm putting the tube and that on in one go. But yeah, all the wheel's wet. It's because it's been sitting outside, isn't it? That's what it is. I didn't get to sleep until what? About 3 o'clock, I suppose. I was chatting to the guys at the hotel. They was all having a bit of a rest afterwards and sitting around just having a chat. So I was sitting chatting to them for a while. But yeah, I want to go out and see if I can get a few more miles in again today. So, what way do we put this on? It's got to go the other way. Rotation, this way. We've got it the right way. That's just luck, isn't it? So my inner tube's already in the tyre because I had it on another rim. So I'm just putting it on as one. Hopefully we can get it on as one. Come on. The inner tube's sitting nice in the tyre, so... where's my cap? Let's get my cap on now. Can we put it on now, just to stop the inner tube falling out? There we go. Yeah, these rims are slightly bigger than the BMX ones, and the tyre is quite tight to get on. It actually needs a bit of help. I can't get it on. Just pushing it. God, they're tight. There we go. Right. Inner tube's not caught. Work it on by hand. Squeeze the tyre to the middle at the bottom. Now I'm gonna have to use levers to get this on. If you are watching on YouTube on the shorts, please come and check out the normal stream over on Twitch because at the moment you can only... Oh my god, is it flashing? Is the camera flashing? Let me know if it's flashing on and off because of the auto brightness. I might need to make some changes to the... Oh, okay, mate. Yeah, let me know if it's flashing. I'll make some changes. God. Try not to get the inner tube caught. It's really, really tight. Really tight. Squeeze the tyre to the middle. There's still not enough slack to... Oh, God. Right, we haven't caught the inner tube, which is good. So after you've put the tyre on, you want to... My tube's got a little bit of air in it, so it kind of sits in the tyre. And what you want to looking for is you're making sure you haven't got any pinches around the outside of your tyre. Now, if you can see the tube and it's flat, put a little bit of pressure in it, just enough so you can still move the tyre and you can see between the tyre and the rim all the way around. Right, now we can put a little bit of air in the tyre. The other thing you need to do is make sure you push the inner tube into the rim to make sure it's not caught. And then once you've checked that, you can then pull it back down and put a little bit of air in. And don't pump it up all the way straight away. Oh, that's gone up pretty quick. Just want to work it all the way around. I want to make sure the tyre's sitting on the bead properly and it's centralised. See, I've got a bit of a lump in it. So I try and go round, and normally I'd bounce them on the ground, but I've left the wheels on this. Yeah, it's quite a big lump actually. Oh, I felt it move then. I'll go round and we'll give it a work, see if we can get it to go central. Otherwise I'll be like bouncing up and down as I ride. These are slightly bigger tyres than what was on there, so hopefully a bit more spring. And I'm not going to pump them up as hard as what the other ones were. I think we're going to go for 35. Because I had like 45 in them yesterday, or the other day when we went out. 30. That's 30. Let's go for 30. Cool. So we've got a bit more tread on them. And they've got reflective strips on them as well now. So we've got reflective on the front, we've got reflective on the back. Although I don't like this back tyre, I think we're going to go for slightly bigger. Whoever went for the skinny tyre on it, I think made the mistake. And it's just too hard. Like, I would always go for normally a 2, like not a 175, go to a 2 or a 2.1. I know you guys might like skinny tyres because it's like, oh, go fast, but you hit a bump, or a little divot in the road, it just takes the shock out of the bump. Maybe it's age, I'm getting old, but and I think there's two types of cyclists. You've got your racer, carbon fibre fanatics and fucking lycra fanatics, and then you've got people like myself that just want to go out adventuring places, not really giving a shit about all the, I don't know what you want to call it. It's not even banter. There's this certain type of cyclist, freaking, you'll know the ones that kind of, they'll swerve out in front of you on their racing bike and go, get out of the way, I've got a right to be on the road as well. Them ones. The ones that piss everyone off. Yeah, I think that's about right. Straight away I can feel a bit more bounce in that. Yeah, I think cornering, it might actually pull the tyre off the rim a little bit. It's going to pull the rim to the side where I've made the tyre softer. Oh, right. What have we got in the back? Yeah, I think I've got 40 in the back, but I've definitely made a change to the front. Oh. The other thing I was going to do is I needed to make it slightly longer. It wasn't long enough for me the other day. How big can you make this? I think I might have to get the chain lengthened as well. I'm having struggle. I can't use the big cog at the moment because I've used so much more chain because my leg's that much longer. That's probably too far. Need to come back a little bit. I think it was putting your heel on the pedal. So I put my heel on the pedal. My leg's just not completely bent. I don't know. It feels like it still needs to be bigger. Still feels quite small. The other guy must have had really tiny legs. I've extended it by about... Have we got a ruler? We got a ruler? Oh, we'll use this. Let's have a look. How much have I extended it by? Nearly 3 inches. So we're talking about 80 centimetres. Millimetres. Sorry. 18 millimetres. I might get rid of these pedals that he's put on it though. I don't know if I like them pedals. Where's my big pedals? Let's see if we can whiz these out. Put some different pedals in it. Let me know if there's any issues with the string, guys.
Besmelly's 91 says, what are you doing?
Making changes and servicing, and I've changed the tyres. The tyres on it were... This will make you laugh, right? So one of the tyres has this in it. So this is the protective stuff. This is like an armour they had in the tyre, right? So that's the first tyre, and this was overlapping to make it smaller. And in the other tyre, it only had it in half the tyre. So you was okay if you hit a puncture on one end. Okay, I was a bit jealous. You went out with and had salmon. I was a bit like, oh, I missed out. My daughter had a better breakfast than I did.
Besmelly's 91 says this wasn't on the menu, but they vote. Besmelly's 91 says good.
It wasn't on the menu. Now, they're not bad pedals, but let's put the ones I bought on. Does it tell me left and right? Left. This should be the left one then. These are not shin killers. Yeah, I like these pedals. They were from, they're just Shimano. But they're quite a nice pedal. They're a bit more flat. And they don't break the bank. Like, you've got all these DMR, DMR12, and I think is it DMR6, and all these different numbers and different grades, and maybe you get better bearings for your money. These are the Shimano equivalent. I suppose they're a resin pedal. These are... They haven't got spikes on them. They've got these little plastic bumps, and I kind of like that because I wear quite thin shoes. But they're just quite nice and comfortable. I used these last year when I done the jog, and I think for me, I want value for money, but I also don't want to break the bank. I just don't understand. Being engineer background, you might have two products and you'll go, oh, look at that one. That was 150 quid, them pedals. They must be amazing. But then you've got some £25 pedals, which are exactly the same quality and will do exactly the same thing. Yes, there are other equivalents that might come from China that are very low quality, but these are actually really, really good. The bearings are sealed. I would expect these to last quite a long time compared to some of the cheaper ones that you can buy on Amazon and eBay. Mainly because they're a brand. Because they've got Shimano on them, they're going to be of some kind of decent quality materials. What I found with the cheaper ones is the bearing quality. Some of the cheaper, whatever it be, pedals, headsets, wheel bearings, whatever kind of component you're buying, the ones that have got brand names have normally got slightly better quality components in them. Whereas you might buy the stylish aluminium ones from China and go, oh, they look amazing. They might be blue, or what's the, when they colour the metal, they put the coating on it, anodizing. So you might have purple or blue or whatever anodized, but the components in them are just shockingly shit. And what normally happens is they're not waterproof, the seals are not very good, the water gets in, the bearing rusts out, the bearings are low quality, and they just become very loose and rock, like they start to rock about really, really quickly. And when you drop the bearings out, you'll find that the ball bearings, some are misshaped, there's a lot of dirt in there, and you can put new bearings in them, but then I find that once you've put the new ball bearings in, the actual metal they run on them is pretty bad, and they just collapse on you.
D'Agentino says Itchy says to humble him. D'Agentino says he's sorry.
He says he's sorry. I didn't ban him, mate.
Clement says thank you for following on Kick D'Agentino.
Oh, thank you, mate. I didn't ban him. Anyone who's been banned will be banned by the mods. I think people only get banned in the stream. I think Steam. So it's not me, mate. It's my main mods. You have to tell my mods. But like, I think we gave him about 5 chances over about a week. And at first it was funny, and then it just kind of went a bit too far. Morning, Claire. Welcome to the workshop. I'm just doing some work on the... Shit, I've just put that away. I need it. Just doing some work on the recumbent bike. Trying to get it a bit more personalised and finding them hidden secrets. I'm just going to try and clean the mirrors with some T-cut. Now, if you've got plastic that's scratched, yeah, I'll show you in a minute. I'm just giving this mirror a quick polish with some T-cut, see if it comes back. We used to clean plastic at work. We used to do like glass-like finishes and stuff on Perspex. And best thing to clean it up is a bit of T-cut. Yeah, I took the front tyres off. They're cheap quality tyres. They had some... I've shown everyone this. One of the tyres had this in it, which is like an anti-puncture material. One of the tyres, it's too long, so it actually wrapped back on itself. And in the other tyre, it only had half the tyre protected. So you're okay as long as you ain't got a puncture on the other end.
This is your car. Can you spit on yourself and sit inside of me?
Steam, do your thing. Any of the mods, do your thing. Steam's probably asleep. To be quite out of all my mods, I think most of my mods that ban anyone for anything is probably on Twitch. I've stopped all the trolls on Facebook, not Facebook, on YouTube. The new bot over there's got pretty aggressive, so you've only got to say hello wrong and it fucking bans you. We was getting hate raids over there. Like, I don't mind the hate raids. You're not going to affect me in any way. All it pissed me off was the TTS wouldn't shut up. So now it, yeah.
Steve Christopher says bye-bye.
You had one chance to redeem yourself, and you fucked up. Oops. Right. I think this might have been like, they say we're selling it for a friend. Judging by the size of it, it was quite small. I think it was for her. I think it was his and hers, and she didn't like it. That's what I feel. And the way it had the cover, have you seen? Did you see the roof? Did you see the roof that went on this? Shall I put the roof on it so you can see? It had like this plastic pole system that come up to about here. And I'm trying to work out how to put like a roof on it and a front. And how do I make it really, really light? I need like
Christopher says yeah. Haven't seen that.
I think it's in the shed. Hang on, I'll find it. Don't get me wrong, it's not light either. So it had this on there like that. And it had like, I think it had flags or something that went through here. So that's up there like that. But this weighs quite a lot. Oh, that's really heavy. It's been made really well though. It's all like Velcro straps and it's all been sewn. The skill and the workmanship that's gone into it is amazing.
Steve Christopher says the looks solid and heavy.
It is. It's really well made. It's made with plastic pipe and some canvas. But it was from Hong Kong. So whoever made it done a really good job. Whereas my version, my version's very light. It just needs to be shaped. So that ties on and then that would curve round like that. Which it's not meant for a trike, but I think if I'm sitting under it, how low can I get that? I'm trying to think where I can put it. Oh, I've fired out. I've fired out from somewhere, hang on. Where's that go? In there? I think that goes in there. Yeah. Yeah, it's got like this, it's got this thing that goes on the front, but that's got to go right the way over there like that. That would have to go to there. And then I've got a clear bit above me. But
Digital_Jerome says, is this the cover?
Well, no, this is just a. It's a cover I managed to put. I purchased a little while ago, and it was for a joke. It's for a mobility scooter, but the idea was they're really lightweight, and because they're easy, you can order those, and you can get. They're just cheap. What I don't want to do, I've looked at the proper cover, but it looks really heavy.
Digital_Jerome says sun or rain cover.
Yeah, I want to put a solar panel on it as well, but that's a good base because it's really light. It weighs absolutely nothing, and all it needs to do is be very low. I want it low to my head. I don't want much room because the more room there is, the more wet you get. But if it just covers the top and it straps onto the back, It's just I need to make some framework on here, and I'm thinking of making like 2 poles coming off of here. So pole off of there, and it needs to come up. So it's got a piece of framework, and then it needs to come out the front somehow. So it needs to triangulate somehow. But I need to be able to get in and out of it. So when you get in this, you kind of come in there, you step over, and then you sit down. So you can't really have too much framework. Even if I have like framework either side, it would probably be hitting on me. So it needs to come from the front of the unit. So I'm trying to work out what to put. Oh, it's just wheeling itself away. The idea was to put a couple of U-clamps on the front where the crank goes. I need to get this straight actually, it's pissed. I made it longer this morning. There we go. I need to lengthen the chain as well, because the chain's now too short. I can't use all the gears, I can't use the big cog. There's not enough chain. But I don't like the gearing on this. The gearing is the gearing's too high. I don't think this was the original crank. I think they've changed the crank on it. If you've got if you were cycling quite a bit and you had a lot of leg power, then I think this gearing's pretty good. But my kind of average speed's going to be about 5 to 6 miles an hour. It's just a nice kind of easy going along. So the camera mount's on. Can I use that as a... I need to get this straight. There we go. Yeah, the camera stays slightly pissed. So I've sorted the top bit out. That's all stiff now. It's just clamping it in the frame. I need some kind of clamp on here. I was thinking like a seat clamp or something, but I haven't got anything at the moment. But yeah, these pedals that come out of it, look at them machine killers. They look nice, but they're just a bit, they cut into your feet. They're not very nice on long journeys. They're metal as well, so these pedals, these are probably lighter, being the plastic pedals. I'm trying to think what else I can take. I've taken quite a bit of weight off it. Yeah, trying to keep the weight down. That's why I'm worried. I don't know how to make this front bit. I want to make it out of aluminium. So I make a lot of my stuff out of tubing, which this is what I was making for the bike for Scotland. Look, because I can bend it. I can get a bender on, I can do quite nice bends, but it weighs nothing. So to make like framework that comes off the front, if I can make like a bracket that comes off the front like that and goes up at 2 angles, and then put that in like a clamp or something to... The thin stuff's easy, you've just got to brace, it's just got to be well braced, and that's the problem. I don't know how to brace it. I need some inspiration. I think whatever I make coming off of this, I could go to, there's a welding company locally, but to try and save some money, I was trying to make as many of the bits, I could 3D print it I suppose, 3D printing a clamp round that, around the main pole, and then bring in some kind of pole. I just need to get something out the front, and it needs to be mounted in such a way that when you've got a cross member, so if we just grab that for instance, if you've got a cross member across here, I don't want it to be twisting like that. It needs to be quite solid, so when I twist it, it needs to lock itself into the framework, and that's what I'm trying to get my head around, how I can make something that is easy to remove as well, and you need to make sure that it can...
Just find some trike videos on YouTube. Should give you some ideas.
Yeah, I've been looking at the company that makes them, and they make different clamps that go on here. It clamps on here, but it looks like it's really, really heavy. It's overkill. And I'm thinking it doesn't need to be overkill. It just needs to be nice and simple. But as I said, you're limited where you can put stuff because of where your legs go. So you can't have anything like, I wanted to mount on here, but again, it's kind of in the way of, unless you come down and round, I suppose I could do that, have something on there and then have something coming around the outside so I can step into it. I can use metal U-clamps. U-clamps are great because they're quite strong, and you just put it around and clamp it on the tube. They hold nice and tight, and then you've got two nuts that I can mount on. So that was the idea up here. If I had two on here and then one there and one there, I could make some kind of form of framework that come off of it and went round, and then make the canopy off of that. But anything that comes low, I could then knock it on something. So if I was to, like, I don't know, catch it on a tree or stuff like that. So anything that's too low, I could bend. This is why I wanted it nice and strong. So the framework that comes off of the main frame is quite sturdy, almost like a bumper. So I could ram into a tree and at a slow speed, I'd probably just fly up the seat kind of thing. And then all of these smaller stuff then can come off of it. So my original idea was to have some kind of steel tubing at the front, and then everything just kind of mounts to that. Because I can make loads of steel clamps, so I can cut bits of tube. Something is on fire.
Steam stopper says no.
Live stream active.
Something's burning around here. I don't know what it is. Might need to go and check. Hang on, I'm just going to go and check up the house and make sure everything's all right, mate. Hang on.
Steam stopper says WV.
Thanks, mate. Hang on. Just going to go and check stuff. There's a smell of burning in the air. No, I don't know what it is. It don't half bloody stink though. We need to get a rear brake on this as well. That's the other thing I wanted to do. So my idea, I don't know, has anyone else got recumbent trikes? If you have, please hit me up in chat and let me know. On this one, the left brake does the left wheel, the right brake does the right wheel. There's no brake on the rear wheel. My idea in my head is if I just put a splitter on the front lever, or on this one here, so my front lever then does both front wheels, and my right one can do the rear wheel. But as I've never had one before, I don't know if that's a good idea or a bad idea. At the moment, getting used to pulling both the brakes at the same time, because otherwise it skids one wheel or the other at the front and kind of makes you pull to one side. It's a bit like in a car if you suddenly one of your brakes doesn't work and you hit the brake, you near enough do a blooming 360. It's a bit off-putting. But I've got loads and loads of cable and other hubs and bolts and whatever else. I've got loads of bits. Oh, we've actually got a new phone mount. Shame that hasn't got a proper mount on it. I've got one of these phone mounts that clamps your phone in. Nice. Oh, you all right? You nearly went for a... I don't know what happened there. You went for a bit of a fall. That was close. And he smashed the phone up. Even though you're kind of behind the door. There was an accident. I was looking at some of the other of these. So this is really weird. So the steering on this one, I don't know how to explain it. So the steering on this model, you steer on the tops of these. Like the handlebars are on these. On other models I've seen, the steering was like handlebars. But they weren't attached to the wheels, if that makes sense. It was like a separate steering. And I was wondering if I could actually do that. I was looking at the steering going, could I make something so it had like a proper pair of handlebars that weren't on the wheels? So you had like something up here. Like a go-kart steering wheel kind of thing in the middle. So the handlebars are in the middle. Just for comfort. Just, I don't know. Yeah, it is. It is weird anyway. Like, it is the weirdest sensation ever. I don't think you can really make anything better, but yeah, I don't know. Hands out in front of you would probably be uncomfortable after a long time. Down here, you just need some arm pads is what you need. You need some little bits, like a armrest. So when you ride, like you're riding along, you can just rest your elbows on something. That's the only thing I could do with here. But yeah, I think wearing a crash helmet on it was probably the worst thing I could have done. They've put some kind of foam in here, but it seems that all the soft foam is at the back. It's like I must have put it round the wrong way. The phone's not in the way, I don't think, is it? I was trying to get the phone out of the way of the mirrors. Yeah, it's still weird. Oh. Yeah, I don't know why you'd have two levers, one on left, one on right. Still bugs the shit out of me. So all I've got to do is try and clamp this up. So this is a U. I don't know if anyone doesn't know what a U clamp is. There's a U clamp.
Just remove the handles and use it like a wheelchair.
There's a U clamp. So I've got to get some of these the same size. If I get one of them, potentially I can clamp one of those on the front. That would then that would give me a plate I can weld on then. It would probably need to be quite a big bit of metal as well. But yeah, that would give me the tube coming out here, and then I can have a bar. And the idea of having that bar is you could then mount stuff on it. So it'd be the size. Could do like a headset, but you need the distance for your pedals and your feet to miss. It's just rolling away on me again. I wonder where I can go and get one of those. Let's have a look. Let's have a search online. I'll ride there and see if we can go and get some bits. I wonder if Halfords have got anything. I'm waiting for bits to turn up for the other bike anyway. So we're waiting for some spacers to turn up for the bottom bracket. So the bottom bracket's where the crank bearing on the Scotland bike I've built. I think what's happened is the crank arm and the pedal arms, they're like a wedge fit. So as you do them up, they slowly get tighter. I think they might be slightly worn because they've been off a lot. The aluminium's basically compressed and they're now going on further than what they did the first time. So the offset has changed and it's now about 3mm out. So to compensate for that, I need to move the bottom bearing slightly to one side. The only way to do that is it needs to lock up against something. I can't just leave it loose because it will just move when I'm cycling. So I've ordered some, they're like washers. I think they're about 1mm, and I have to put 3 of them in. So we get some copper grease on them, lock them up, and hopefully the copper grease will stop the water ingress and the corrosion on them over the Scotland trip. Or I could put some heat shrink on them actually. So if I've got some big heat shrink, that might work. So, or inner tube actually. No, inner tube will do it. I'll cut an inner tube up. So put the bearing in, put the spacers on. I'll put a bit of grease around them, and then I'll get some inner tube and stretch it over the top. Nice. That should stop I'm trying to think how to stop all the shit getting in it on Scotland, because that's half the problems with bikes is all the water ingress and the shit. But yeah, if I stretch some inner tube over the end and it'll just lap over the end, that should stop any shit going in. I'll do it on the cars. On the tracking rod ends on this car and my van, I was always pissed off with whenever I want to adjust it, they used to seize. So I used to cover them in grease, put a heat shrink around them, which I use first, or inner tubes. Yeah. Inner tube works quite well. So yeah, a bit of grease. The only problem is that obviously the grease eats the rubber, but yeah, it's cheap enough. So you just undo it, release it, bit more grease, wrap the fucking thing around, cut more cable ties. All the dirt sticks to it, mind you, but it's that engineering thing again. If you're watching on YouTube, by the way, if you are watching on Shorts and you want to know what I do, please go down below, look in the description. All the information you need is there. Right, first of all, let's check my delivery. When's my delivery turning up? Orders. 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Okay, we're nearly there. Yeah, but them spacers hopefully turn up, and we've also ordered another charging port thing, which I'm going to try. I can't find anything that allows me to connect a microphone to the USB port while still fast charging. Not with Huawei, Honor anyway. But half the not Sony's, well, we got Sony and Samsung. From what I saw, they don't do 100-watt charging, so. 42mm U clamp. Oh, everyone's back. Right, let's have a look. Euro car parts have got them, but they are closed. What's that, mate?
So what you're doing?
Just looking for parts, trying to put the...
Got a cactus.
You got another one?
Huh? I was watering him. I think someone tried drowning him.
I don't know if I might get a U-clamp in there. I'm not sure if I will or not. Maybe. The only way is to try it, but... They're called exhaust clamps, but yeah, Euro car parts is the only place. Halfords do one. Let's have a look. Halfords. .42mm clamp. Nope. Nothing. 42mm U-clamp. It's annoying because I've got a 41mm and it's just too small. I don't think I can open them up because sometimes it's better to have one that's too small than too big. If only that applied to everything, ladies, eh? Yes, if I was to open that up slightly, that would probably...
Steam pass number says long.
God, it stinks. Something's on fire somewhere, or someone's burnt a car out. That's what it smells like. Have I bent it too far now? No. Will that fit it? Nah. Nah. A 41 is just not enough. It needs to be a 42, even if you stretch it. Okay, we'll just throw it on the floor. We don't want that bit. That was for the other frame. So yeah, I can't make them ones fit. So I'm gonna have to go and get some, and then I can try and mock up the front. And I'm wondering what to use for it as well, because I'm like, I think it's gonna have to be braced. Whatever I do is gonna have to be braced.
Live stream active.
Oh, I'm back again. What happened? Did we lose signal? Signal dropping out. You see anything on fire when you was out? You smell it?
barbecue.
No, it's burning plastic. Smells like a burnt out car.
Steam past offer says short F.
Little fake wig.
Did you,
You smell it? Burning plastic.
you got
What?
200 quid on caviar?
No.
Cheap paper.
Oh, I'll have to have a look.
Yeah. Did you send me the 200 quid you offered?
Not yet, no. I haven't done anything yet.
What are we yapping about?
What's that on the table?
You've got a microphone. Is there a haircut?
It's pretty tiny. You can't.
I forget you use microphone sometimes. There's stuff that family chat doesn't need to be discussed on stream.
It's alright. She called you a cunt, Steve.
No, nothing's on fire. We've walked all the way to the high street.
Steam past offer says lol.
Did you actually hear what she said? Just checking. Oh, okay.
Past offer says F.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, mate. See how it goes. It shouldn't be dropping out at all, but obviously it is. Let's put that on charge. What to do before I go out? Speedo, heart stuff, drink. Need to work out where I'm putting the battery and stuff. That's about it, really. This headrest. I'm not sure what's in here. Should we have a look? Because it feels like a... I don't think you can get it off, can I? I'm not sure what's in here. It feels like there's a little bit of foam. I don't know what's holding it on.
Livestrip Active. APR variable. Very paid credit providers sometimes price and account status by Shop Direct Finance Company Limited 18 plus. I can get my car insurance for just £315. Just the price I'm after right now. And if I'm hit by an uninsured driver, I won't lose my no claim discount because insurance is simple when it's me and LV. No wonder we're rated excellent on trust.
Yeah, I think it's just a very, very small piece of metal in there with a bit of foam on it. What do they make? Headrest for recumbent trike.
500 grams at Tesco to create a traditional spaghetti bolognese when impressing friends, or a not so traditional spag bowl for after school tea. That's true value. Tesco. Every little helps. Certain suggestions price match 22nd before Colorado. Visit GBLD, check twice weekly, excludes promos.
Yeah, most of them are just a bit of...
Details at tesco.com/RV price match. Let the ceremony of succulence.
If you guys find anything, paste it in my... It doesn't have to be for recumber, it just needs to be like a neck rest.
The wrap. Eat the wrap. Get the deal. Believe in chicken. Until 5th of October, subject to availability. Participating restaurants only. Not available on delivery. See website for full T's and C's. Nasty surprises. No one wants them. Like when you're feeling fancy and you order the chef's special. Enjoy. and find out it's infused with Dragon Reaper
You
jelly.
can buy like ones that just clip over the top of a seat.
It's just not right. Oh, with Quick Check, you get a clear yes or no on whether you'll be accepted for a Capital One credit card without
But
affecting your credit.
this hasn't got much, although it's got a bit of foam in there. It's not very, doesn't give you much stability.
Now she's outside in the pouring rain and...
You are joking. Got no data. How are we going to get home?
But then she remembers she's with EE.
Yes, Uber still works.
So then she...
Uber's for me, guys. Yeah, kebab.
Use essential apps like Uber and WhatsApp on the UK's best network, even
Uh,
out of data. Search EE...
Neck rest for recumbent.
0.5 megabits per second. Terms apply.
Britain's rail network, helping you stay connected to the people, places, and things you love. Nothing beats being there.
Every morning, live from 7. Wake up with Half Dance Breakfast with me, Toby Alistair. Join me for all the biggest top classics, school run ravers, all your shout outs and voice notes, and a world famous One Beat Challenge. Come and join me every morning. The party starts weekdays live from 7.
Looking for something that's breathable. No. Yeah, most of them are just, it's just a piece of metal with a cushion strapped to it. But there must be some kind of cushion that you can just get from somewhere. Similar to what they've done here. Doesn't have to be for recumbent, it just needs to be simple that I can just clip it on or put it over the top. God, it stinks in here of like plastic fumes. Probably some factory gone up somewhere that's cancerous material and we're all breathing it in.
Live stream active.
Are we on the same Wi-Fi?
Live stream active.
I thought, let's have a look what network it's on. I don't know what network it's on because I can't connect to it. Oh, it's not on Wi-Fi, that would be why. Yeah, I'll try that. Literally, it's just streaming on Vodafone. It's only on one network. What's that like? Still not brilliant, but oh, it's getting there.
Steam past offer says smart.
Oh, I'm half asleep, mate. I didn't get to bed until fucking stupid o'clock. I don't know if I can get any bits to continue this. I just want to play around. There must be something I can steal one off of. Like bolt on headrest or neck rest. Car neck pillow that clips between the headrest of a car. Just want something that sits on the back of your neck. Lumbar support, what's that? That's the bottom bit, isn't it? Yeah, that's the low bit. I don't want that. Memory foam neck support. No. Leather car headrest? No. Everything these days, you search for anything, it just goes Temu. I'm like, no, stay away. What's this one? Oh, okay. These are all like clip-on headrests. That could work. Add the basket. Just so I don't lose it. But this, I think this has got memory foam in it, but it's kind of crazy that the neck support there, she's just covered it up, if that makes sense. You've got this little bit of foam that's your actual neck support, and then this is on top, just making it look like a proper headrest. But right, 42mm U-clamp. Amazon Eurocar part. I'm sure I saw something from Halfords the other day. Shopping. So we might have to do this one tomorrow. B&Q. Oh, hang on. B&Q. One clamp, £8. You fucking kidding me? Oh, that's 48mm. Still fucking expensive. £8 for one clamp. Halfords. Do 63. Right. Let's have a look. If I log into my account, I should be able to do an order for 2 clamps. 42mm exhaust clamp. Search. Out of stock. Contact your branch for availability. Oh. Pack of 10. I don't want a pack of 10. I want one. Where's the part number? Product details. If it gives me a part number, I should be able to order it. No part number. That probably means it's not in their system anymore. Should have ordered them yesterday on bloody Amazon. $48. Wednesday. Carbon steel. Prime. Where's delivery? Delivery. Tomorrow. £9 versus how many? £6. $6.99. Pack of 2. I only need 2. You can't have anything on there anyway, can you? Because of that. Oh, bollocks. Yeah, can only mount to the front. Tomorrow. Buy now. Tomorrow, 12th of May. Tomorrow. Yeah, just buy for tomorrow. There we go. Amazon makes life so much easier. Need a headrest. What are you drinking? What's that? Martini. Oh, okay. Yeah, so that's got like a little metal bracket, and it's got this little bit like that, and it's got a little bit of foam in it, and that's what you put in. And what she's done, she's put some kind of cushion over the top of it, which makes it look like a big cushion, but you're still only using the little bit. She's just tucked it inside the cover. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So you're still only using the little bit that you're meant to put your neck on. It just makes it look like a proper headrest. Mm-hmm. And I was looking around, I was like, what could I get? Because you can buy a proper one, but it's already got the little bracket there, so all I need is something that clips over it like a proper headrest.
I would look at disability.
I looked at that. They all look really big. They're all on like extendable arms that come off in that ways. I was like,
I do a circle one. That's a padded circle. Your head fits in it.
Need like a.
Because you only want this part.
Yeah, I don't want the head. I just want it here.
Yeah.
I was just thinking I'd just get one of those travel cushions and put it around my neck and just lean that back on it.
I've got one.
Yeah, maybe. You feel that I was showing them that? You feel the weight of this? This is so heavy. When you consider, I'm getting this thing ready. I'll show you the tie, didn't I? I only had half the protection in half of it. I was going to go out for a few miles, but I was just trying to get this thing ready to rock and roll. And to do that, I need to put the golf in the air because I need to be able to get this past it somehow. The golf needs to go up in the air. Trying to think where to go.
You can't taste it if you drink it with a straw.
Yeah, I wonder where to go if I go out for a few miles. Where should we go? Wherever I go on this is going to be, yeah, a killer. Yeah, right. I'll stop the stream. I'll go live in a bit, Steve, when I've made up my mind what I'm doing. I mean, no good at making decisions today. Should we call it pondering? It's a pondering day.
Spend securely and earn points on business transactions to put towards a dream holiday. The card is for business, the points are for pleasure. Search Amex Business Card. Terms and annual fees apply. 18 plus, subject to status.
When you switch to Virgin Media's smooth, lightning-fast broadband, all you have to do is nothing.
Zip. 23 says IVV on Rochdale Kano on live today.
Zero. Absolutely
Oh.
not.
Hello, mate. Welcome in.
We handle everything for you.
Frozen Gunner. I've been Rochdale Canal on bike today. Oh, nice. Yeah, I don't have much luck with canals. When I was riding through Leeds, and that was on the canal. What was the other one we was on? When I was down in Cornwall, there was a canal down there. I was riding along, and I come off twice. One of them I properly come off. It was a proper good stack. I think it's on my video somewhere. I got caught in one of them, like where everyone walks, it wore away, and it got thinner and thinner and thinner and thinner until it got to the point where it was just, yeah.
Rosengunner 23 says when looking at an old colony.
Oh, what's that? What's an old colony? I'm struggling to find places I can go on this that are off road at the moment. But yeah, let me get my gear ready, and I'll ready up and we'll go out.
Says pit mine.
Oh, nice. Could you actually go in it?
Darren could get an offer from a random car dealer. Or sell direct or we buy any car. The dealer could come to his home, kick his tires, then decide. Leaving more time to take his other half on a romantic getaway. Oh no. Or
Rosengunner 23 says it's full grass now.
30 seconds entry now at WeBuyAnyCar.com.
Oh, okay. Used to be an old fault we used to be able to get in when we were kids, but they've bricked it all up now. Health and safety's gone mad, isn't it? So you're not allowed to go inside anything, and they've ruined it. Yeah, I'll get me so you can come back in. They've ruined everything. But yeah, today I've changed the pedals, changed the front tyres. The camera mount looks all right now. Just trying to see if there's anything else I need to kind of change before we go out. Like, it's a shame, isn't it? We saw a few in Cornwall, actually. There's chimneys everywhere in Cornwall. Mines.
Says hi.
Finn, welcome in. How you doing, Finn? Welcome to the stream. How you doing? I'm literally about to shoot off. I'm going to be live in a bit. I'm going to go out on this for a little ride somewhere. We'll just go around local, I think. Get some miles in. Good, that's what I like to hear. Where actually from, Finn? I'm from the UK, southeast of the UK. I was DJing last night until, well, I didn't get to bed until 3 a.m. So I'm thinking to go out and get some miles on this. Oh, well, welcome in from Germany. nice to know that I'm making it out there, so people are finding me. If you want to know anything about my streams and what I do, !socials, that will bring up all of my different platforms and bits and pieces. You can go and check out that. I haven't put much on social media lately, to be quite honest. If you're struggling with typing in chat, we do have !translate, so you can type in German, so just !translate, and then it will translate your own language if you struggle to type in English. But yeah, it's lovely weather today in the UK.
Thank you, Finn_30_ for joining the community.
Oh, thank you, Finn. Thank you very much. So yeah, you've got bike-related content. You've got the new trike. You've got the VW. This is the Mark 1 Cabriolet VR6, supercharged VR6. So yeah, car content, bike content, adventuring, some gaming, lots and lots of different things on my channel. Thank you, mate. Thank you. Yeah, I'll try and I'll get the cover off it. Hang on. I'll try and spin you around so you can have a look. There we go. The Mark 1 Gold Cabriolet. So yeah. And it's German as well. It is a German car. There you go. For anyone who knows what's under the bonnet. Where's my drink? But yeah, I'm just about to shoot off, guys. I'm going to go and... I've got washer fluid in it. Hang on. They are. Although debatably, they're not so good anymore. Because I think all cars now are made to fail within like 5 years. Just nothing's made to last. Oh, you might... If you hear a weird noise on the car when you're driving, you might hear a humming noise. It's the wheel bearing going. One of them's going. Well, yeah, I will when I find out which one it is. You probably won't even notice it. I notice it because I listen to things like that. But you can hear like a woo, 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 and I'm like, it's a wheel bearing. Well, hopefully it's a wheel bearing. If not, it's going to be more expensive. $18 miles. That's a good. Yeah, 20 miles is a good kind of good even number. Oh, a lot better. Like this thing's 1998. Although I've done a lot of the engineering works on it and I've put the engine in it, I'm going to put this down now so I've got somewhere to sit. They just last. They're just made to last. Not so much when I drive it like an idiot, but like this is an everyday car and it needs charging as well. That's a good point. I need to put it on charge. It's like, do we go for a bike ride or driving the car? Driving the car costs more money. But no, I'm trying to work out how to put a cover on this thing so I can go out in all weathers and not get absolutely covered in shit. And I'm trying to use parts that are available to me. The other thing, Steen, I'm going to have to use zip ties in some way to stop that thing from flapping around. Because it's going to flap all over the place, isn't it, when I get going. Yeah, you got to have the VW t-shirts. I normally have the necklace on, but I took that off the other day because it was making my neck sore when I was riding this. Oh, the waterproof case turned up, Steve. It looks pretty. The only thing is it's really big, so it's waterproof. So that fixes one problem. I can use blue tack to seal the cable where the cable goes in, so that's fixed that. But then it doesn't fit in any of the doesn't fit in my chest mount. So I've got no way to put it on my chest at the moment. I need to come up with a new mount. But yeah, that's why I want to do the hard fix. Yeah, it's really big. It's made to fit all different phones, which is great. But it just means it's on the big side. What was that for? Oh, that was for the frame. Might as well go in the bin. I don't think my thing's going to turn up. Right, guys, thanks for popping in. Hopefully I will catch you a bit later on today. As I said, I'm going to go and get ready, and then I'm going to try and get this out of the garage. I'm going to have to move the car, and we get a few miles in. So, yeah, I'll go live in a little bit. Bye for now.
Steam passed off that says Cyan. Frozen Gunner 23 says late.
Thanks for coming in, everyone, though, and take care of yourself, Finn. Hopefully we see you again soon. Bye, everyone. Much love. I was thinking I might have got away with that. What the hell? No. I sneezed and got struck by lightning at the same time. So here's my car. There you go. We've got this one in the making, yeah. We've got that little one there, look. So yeah, it's the what are you doing to my car?
Doing ginger. Put ginger fur on it.
Ginger fur. My cats have been laying on the roof and laying on it, and as you can see, look.
There's some normal
Look.
hairs, but then there's the actual ginger hair.
It's going to be mine. It's definitely going to be mine. What one's the fastest here?
Mine.
It's not.
Mine when you retire from life.
Oh, there you go, Bunny Bo. Bunny Bo's just won himself £25 gift voucher. Nice. Well done, Bunny Bo. I will clip this in a minute. Bear with me. I don't know if the cafe's open here. Yay! He's open. He is open. Oh. Hiya. I didn't think you'd be open. because there's nowhere I can go with the bike to get a coffee.
Oh, okay.
Because I can't leave it anywhere because it'd just disappear. So here he's great. Oh. Oh, did you take card?
Yeah.
Can I have a large latte, please?
Yeah, any sugar? Yeah.
2, please. It's slowly getting worse.
Lana James says your epic trip around the country.
Oh my God, she's going to run this guy over. Oh my God. Please tell me you got that.